came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. Better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 760 arm. Target, 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 target.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
You're not ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, McKinnon. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
You set. 19. Damn. 25. Check 25. Kill.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the Texans, 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. That was going to let it go deeper. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out, and the Texans have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hey, Haywood! Get him!
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line.
Hey, easy.
Toss play, Kamara. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 22, Breeze. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw here. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. Now a play fake here on 1st down, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 42.
Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now Breeze. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 2, Watson. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready? 95-56. We own it. We own it.
On first down, Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now out comes Houston. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Check, 47. I can't believe they let you play. 31. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Outside, guys. Outside. Let's get off the field.
Watson on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Catch here, left side. Thomas. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we are at halftime in the first of two here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Don't get nervous.
They'll run it again with Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. McKinnon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, 47. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 6 guys. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, check. 47's the mic.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Set, 19, 36. Just like that. March 46. Must run. Hey, let's get in that line.
Watson on third down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Set, 19. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. I'm on.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set, 19. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, alert 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 35 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Bree's going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Mike 51.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 51 to mine. Your track.
Breeze now on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
13.
Breeze now. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Alert! 24!
Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Texans, 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give. This is McKinnon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Miller. Oh, some strong running. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Being chased out left. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now Breeze. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Ready? Yellow lady. Mark 36. Hey, kill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Watson. He finds McKinnon, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Third and short, McKinnon. And an alley to run. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And that one results in 35 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check.
Again, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Leonard Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
37's the Mike 37.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
We got to step it up. Watch the safety creep.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got Anderson right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Watson, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Hey, you ready? Mike 51. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Get him, boys!
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Texans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on. When I crash,